Hey everybody.
Hello!
Kirsten and Chris.
the Bozo.
My LuLaBro with Savvy Pants Shop LuLaRoe. We've had a lot of questions lately about what is LuLaRoe anyway. People getting on our broadcasts who have never been on and never heard much about LuLaRoe. We thought we would do just a small excerpt on what is LuLaRoe anyway. If you don't know anything about it, if you do, don't waste your time watching the video.
Yeah, there you go. And if you don't, just check it out. A couple of terms and a couple of processes that we weren't aware of when we first started as well, when our sponsor showed us, I'm like, what? So we put a list together of a few things that might help you out, figure out how to shop LuLaRoe. So go ahead, number one.
First thing is that you need to know is we don't have a catalog and we don't order stuff. We don't order prints. All we order from from the company is size and style. That's it. We get a box, we have no idea what prints are going to be inside. It's like Christmas morning every time we get a new box. No idea what prints are, so we can't order prints. So if you see something you like, you better get it because you won't see it again. Only 5,000 of that particular print is made in the whole entire world, you guys.
And we just had someone last night that bought something and said, okay, I'll take that same one in the same size. And they were like, why can't I have it? So it's kind of like breaking up a piñata with no candy in it. Totally get it. It's kind of a bummer. However,
right.
If you do find a print that you fall in love with, go ahead and probably get it because it's going to be hard probably to find
right.
a duplicate somewhere else in the world.
Right. You can't say, I want a donut pattern in a size TC. Please order it for me. It doesn't work that way.
And it's very
That's the fun of it.
It's very common that a lot of our customers are members of lots of different LuLaRoe groups because each one of us has separate inventory. Very rarely, we just met with our upline this weekend. They had a ton of stuff, and I think only a handful of those pieces were actually duplicates that we also had.
Yes.
So it's some pretty cool stuff.
Completely different inventories. So guess what? There's no competition with a consultant who lives down the street from you. She's got a completely different inventory than you do. That's what makes this so workable and so fun.
Which is totally different from anywhere else that you buy stuff.
Yes.
So what else do we have on there?
Next up is, how do you buy? Why do I have to fill out a Google form in order for me to be able to buy?
Yeah, great question. So the Google form, one of the reasons I like to do that, some of the reps don't do that. They just say, go ahead and drop your email here. And that could be on a Facebook broadcast or it could be on a Periscope broadcast. Just put your email on there. We don't like doing that because then your email is pretty extraordinarily unsecure.
It's out there for everybody to see it and everybody to get a hold of.
It's a lot easier for us just to do the Google form. We don't have to write it down and make errors because we've done that too. I accidentally write it down incorrectly and then we don't send the invoice to the right person. So fill out the Google form, first name, last name, your screen name. It's always a good one. Smooshy Pants 409. In reality, your real name is Kevin Bacon. We wouldn't have known that, so
right.
Fill out the Google form, and that's the way we're going to invoice you.
We need to match you up so that we know where to send the invoice and who we're sending it to.
In the invoice, we send you the invoice. It's going to come to you in the form of an email. Mm-hmm. We basically send you an email to your first name, last name, email address, and then you just pay with a credit card that way.
Through the LuLaRoe system, very, very secure. Everything goes through them. It's just a whole new way to shop for and to buy women's clothes, and more than women's clothes, men's clothes, kids' clothes.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a little different.
It's a little addicting.
We have several ways that you can buy from us. Live shows, albums on the weekends, and every consultant does that differently. They may have their albums up during the week. Everybody does that differently. But that's why we need the Google form.
And some folks do pop-up shows where they actually come to your place and do those as well. And we're going to be doing some of those as well. So every rep does things a little bit differently. Some reps don't do anything online. Some reps do exclusively Facebook, exclusively Periscope. It's just about as different as the reps are different.
Right.
What else?
You can sell any way you can figure out how to sell. You can pretty much do it. There's no parameters really. And the other thing we wanted to talk about was a lot of people have been newbies get on and say, a unicorn. What's a unicorn? A unicorn print is something that's very, very difficult to come by. And that's going to be anything in black because LuLaRoe doesn't make a lot of stuff in black. They want you to be colorful and have fun with your colors and patterns, mixing and matching. Black's going to go with anything. And you know what? Black's boring.
Black's boring. Who does black anyway?
Black's going to be a unicorn. Black in anything is going to be a unicorn. Some other prints, and everybody has a different unicorn, something that they may be looking for, maybe a donut pattern, or a safety pin pattern, or
Cats.
or cats or dogs or animal prints, paw prints, anything like that. Those are going to be more difficult to come by. There's a lot of people probably looking for those. So that's a unicorn, and that's why we call it that.
And some are seasonal, so they're only going to make a certain amount of Christmas leggings, for example.
Or Valentine's
Or
leggings.
Valentine's. And when they come out with those are limited edition, so people want to kind of scoop those up when they have a chance because you're not going to see them throughout the rest of the year. It's somewhat of a unicornish.
So that's our start on what LuLaRoe is anyway. So
Hopefully that helps. If you guys ever have any questions, don't hesitate to find us, whether you're watching this on Facebook or you're watching it on YouTube or Periscope, wherever you find this video, don't hesitate to ask us questions. If you're interested in becoming a rep, we'd be happy to help you out and answer any questions there too. We had a lot of people that helped us out when we first started, and it wasn't going to benefit them directly, so it was very, very cool. So we're more than happy to help out. It's Kirsten and the Bozo,
Chris,
and we're happy to find you somewhere online. Savvy Pants Shop, LuLaRoe.
Savvy Pants Shop. Thanks, guys. We're out.
Peace out. Thanks, guys.